Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, organics of all ages, I am Double R, and I'm back! Yeah!
What?
Well, I'm back.
What?
I'm back.
Okay!
Okay.
Okay!
Sure?
Yeah!
Alright, anyway, thanks for all that. Today's topic of discussion will be over Type 2 and the 2 degrees thereof. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who have been here for a hot minute, yeah, we're going back over Type 2, but we have something to specifically deal with. I've dropped hints about this issue before within Type 2, but I always kept it attached. Like I said back in Season 1 and Season 2, when I initially made Issue 3, I just stockpiled a lot of stuff in Issue 3. Then I started to spread it out a little bit more so things can be more precise. Well, now it's time for the Type 2 to be dealt with, because apparently this infection of Type 2 not only had grown into a festering pain in the ass, but now new people who are trying to roleplay villain characters are finding themselves having issues because the underlying infection has run amok and has started taking out new players. Let's go ahead and deal with what the first degree Type 2 is, and then the second degree of Type 2. The first degree of Type 2 is the level of intensity. Pretty much, you make an account, you make a character, they assume that account, that character, you. 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you don't go out of character. That's pretty much it. That's how they see it. You are the character. Hands down, bar none. Doesn't matter if you say something out of character, doesn't matter if you say something in character, it doesn't matter. If you're on that account with that character and you say anything at all, it's in character to them. Period. Bar none. You are that character. These are the people that come up and say things like, oh, by the way, you are your character. If your character does it, you did it. If your character is a doctor, you're a doctor. If your character is black, you have to be black. You get the idea. You can't be the character unless you are that character. That's how they see it. Or in short,
it's just fucking ridiculous. I'm Batman. That's who Batman is, me, not anyone else. Alright? Some asshole can dress up like Batman and pretend to be him on a YouTube video, but that does not make him Batman, because I am Batman. You understand? There's only one person that could be Batman. That is me. Me. The character is me. I am the character. That is me, who I am. Batman is me.
The original definition I used. Now, there are more intense versions of first degree Type 2. A more intense version would be, you can't make any other accounts for any other characters. Let me give you an example of what I mean by this. If you use the face claim Michael Keaton and you make Batman, you make an account, it's Batman with Michael Keaton's face claim. Then you decide, hey, instead of just being in DC, I want to be in the Marvel Universe too, so you make a second account. You make Vulture, because same face claim, Michael Keaton. So you have Batman, Vulture. The people afflicted by Type 2 would be like, I'm playing Catwoman, your Vulture cannot date anybody. Doesn't matter that it's a different character in a different universe and all that. No, that shit doesn't matter. You are the same writer, ergo and thusly, Vulture is now dating Catwoman. Yeah, there are people that intense on that factor. They're the ones that pretty much are the ones saying things like, I'm single ship because I'm loyal. What does your ship status of a character have to do with you? Those kind of people. There's the high intensity first degree Type 2 people, and then there's the lower intensity first degree Type 2 people. Lower intensity are just the ones that say, hey, you're on that account, you are that character. Period. Hands down, bar none, done. So if you make a different account with a different character, they don't give a shit. Those folks are somewhat tolerable, but still annoying. The second degree of Type 2, however, summarizes pretty much as this. Yes, you as the writer. It doesn't matter that you're writing a character. It doesn't matter you're writing it for the sake of story. It doesn't matter if it's in the character's history. You chose that character, your fault. You write that fact, your fault. You make the action for the character, your fault. Now some of you are pretty much sitting there going, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Not exactly making perfect sense. And let me tell you why. I'd like to introduce you to Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane was the creator of Family Guy. Is the creator of Family Guy. Nothing's happened to him yet, I hope. He is also in the writing room for Family Guy. and he typically writes for the characters Peter, Stewie.
Hey, Brian, check it out. Hotornot.com.
10.
1. 10.
1. 5.
5. Boy, clothes sure are a prison, aren't they? Lot of drum roll for nothing. What's this?
Ooh, candy!
And Brian.
Well, I guess you can call me the man of La Mancha.
Hey, why does your time machine have a sticker that says property of Stewie Griffin?
Well, I... All right, to be completely honest, and because we've already had sex, it's not mine. I use it all the time, and the owner has no idea. In fact, he'd kill me if he knew.
Really? Won't he see that thing on the control panel that says years traveled?
What thing?
Look, it's no big deal. Just reverse it and take off the miles. That's what I do when I take my dad's car out.
Are you 16?
I will be next September.
Well, I think someone has a Barnes & Noble gift card coming for their silence.
Griffin. Why do I bring this up that he writes for them? Well, he also voice acts as them.
What do you mean by that?
Well, this is my real voice.
I don't hear a difference.
How about now? You freaking hear that?
What about now? Sound different? Giggity?
What about now? Coming up now, this voice.
Ahoy, it's me. And I'm a gay alien.
I'm sorry, that just all sounds like the same person.
And this is where the big difference between degree 1 and second degree for type 2 come in. First degree type 2 will tell you, hey, you're the actor for this character, you're the one that's on this account, you're the one, you're the character, you. We're done. Whatever the character goes through, if the character gets in a relationship, you're in that relationship. That's how they see it. Boom. Second degree. This is how the second degree gets around the argument. It's totally different when you compare it to movies and television because the actor isn't the one that writes for the character. The actor just follows through the writing. While first degree says, doesn't matter. That actor is part of the character. Bada boom, bada bing. They're the character. Doesn't matter. So I decided, since they want to play semantics, to bring up Seth MacFarlane. For you see, in Twitter roleplay, there are certain characters you cannot play because of that mindset at all, because they will report you. Why? Because of that. Now, remember that line I showed you at the beginning to define the second degree type 2 folks? You noticed there was some stuff missing, right? Well, the stuff that's missing is triggered by this frame here. What this picture is showing you. What we've talked about before, for you who are new, Taboo Insanity pretty much says, once a taboo is hit in any way, shape, or form, logic fucks off. It just leaves. And you've seen this happen plenty of times. It's typically the think of the children argument. The immediate attempt to go after your emotion to make you side with them. Again, as I've said plenty of times, there are certain lines that I draw. I don't deal with it. I cut the line off there. They're pretty much muted and or blocked. Those are the only type of accounts I even remotely think about blocking. And 9 out of 10 times, I don't even go after them because I don't go near them. Ta-da! Point being, when a taboo is hit, logic goes out the window. I have shown you the basic logic that they use. If you write for the character, you are responsible. Well, here's the rest of that quote.
Nobody cares.
You stupid cunt, shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god, shut up, 1,000,000 times shut up. I'm going to kill you. Shut up. Nobody cares.
Did you notice something? They hit the taboos and they try to hit the feels. Now, why is this important? Well, you see, if your character murders somebody or steals something or is sexist or anything like that, they don't give a shit because they realize at that point, with logic, it's in character, what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter.
It was a movie. It was a movie. If you haven't noticed, I am not actually a gay cowboy. I did not actually stick my penis into Jake Gyllenhaal, okay? As I'm sure Ewan McGregor did not actually stick his penis into you. Right? Right? Oh, Christian. Oh, Christian.
I'm a method actor.
Dude, alright, now, this is ridiculous. I can't. Wow. Wow. I need 5. I need 5. I'm afraid I'm the one that's gonna get something in the ass.
But oh no, your character said the N-word, because heaven forbid you're playing someone like Blade. But the writer behind the person who's role-playing as Blade is white. Oh no. How dare you, sir? How dare you, ma'am?
How dare you?
Okay, thanks, Greta, for that. But you get the point. They immediately start hacking into everything else. Logic out the window. Doesn't matter what character you're playing now. It doesn't matter. You hit a taboo. Doesn't matter. Now you're being investigated as the writer. So they can verify if you're allowed to use that word or not. It doesn't matter if your character says it all the time. It doesn't matter if you're role-playing the character Lil Wayne. You can literally role-play the character Lil Wayne. Or Lil Wayne. And when he says all that stuff and sings with the N-word and all that, it doesn't matter, because if it's a white person who's role-playing as Lil Wayne, they're coming for you. And they're going to report you for being racist. Let that sink in for 30 seconds. Go ahead, I'll wait. So, why did I bring up Seth MacFarlane? Because he is pretty much the embodiment of text-based media roleplay. AOL, Twitter, MSN, you get the idea. Point being. Point the first. Seth MacFarlane writes for the character, he technically directs the character, and he voice acts the character of Stewie Griffin. Stewie Griffin has a track record. Stewie Griffin has not only tried to convince Brian to sleep with him, bestiality, not only has Stewie Griffin made out with Brian Griffin, not only has Stewie Griffin gotten recognized by full-grown adult males for certain things, not only has Stewie Griffin used, or claims to have used, black men as something to do on the weekend, not only all of that to prove a whole bunch of pedophilia, but according to their logic, if someone plays Stewie Griffin, they make the character Stewie Griffin, it does not matter what the person says out of character at that point. It doesn't matter. In character counts for out of character, as we saw from the quote. It doesn't matter once the taboo insanity has been hit. So, for you to roleplay Lil Wayne, you have to be black. And you're going to have to show them proof, or else you're racist. For you to play Stewie Griffin, oh, you can't at all. Can you roleplay Brian Griffin? No. Why? Because he had a thing with Stewie. Even a little bit. They kissed. It can cause a problem. It would be seen as pedophilia. You can't play Brian Griffin either. So that's out. Or you can't play Jimmy Fallon as a character either. Why? Because in Family Guy, Jimmy Fallon slept with Meg Griffin, and Meg Griffin was under the age of 18 at the time. But that's by their standards. Because remember, it doesn't matter if it's in character. It's still wrong. But you can go and have characters murder other characters, and that's perfectly fine because it's not wrong. I kind of feel there's a disconnect here. Now, some points I will give. This is going to be me being nice on their argument. This is me being nice. I can understand on the point of pedophilia and that alone. I can understand that for one major reason. Because in the court of law, it is still technically owning some sort of sexual content that is in regards to a minor. Now, for that to hold, it would have to legitimately be sexual content, not implied sexual content. If the screen goes to black, if they are doing a transition where it's only implied, then they still get under the wire. They're still clear in the court of law. However, if they decide to go through with it, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. And I've gone over that stuff in season 1! But I know people don't watch these videos. And if they do, it's very rare. So I understand that stupidity still spreads. I get that. I understand. I get the pedophilia part. I get it, not because of taboo insanity. No, because the court of law. You're still owning pretty much a book that is promoting that ideology. Although why this didn't happen to Stephen King's It, I don't know. There's probably a technicality in there about fictional kids versus real life kids. I don't know. Haven't studied that far into law to figure that part out yet, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the line because that's the whole thing for the art side of the community. And that's another kettle of fish that I don't want to talk about because that's annoying as shit. But my point stands. Now, of course, they also add, oh, if the character rapes another character, how does that fucking happen? You block them outright. You block them. They put a thing, you block them. Or you go to their page, screenshot the information you need, block them, and then put them on blast. Hey, this character is a rapist. And the reason why I bring that up is because they bring up both. Again, I can understand it on the pedophilia side. I can understand it. Like I said in the first season, like I said before, I defend role play, not role players. So I understand that part of the argument there. Because again, there is law, there is legal precedent. If you own pedophilic data, books, story writing, etc., they can go at you for that. However, you need proof of them executing that. Not implied, it has to be executed. That's the problem. Now, then, we go to the next step of this. If a character is doing pedophilic things only by inference, Slade talking to Tara and then they both go to the back room. Do you know what's going on in the back room? It's implied what's going on in the back room. You can presume what's going on in the back room, but you would need evidence. And that's where the problem comes in. Because at that point, if you have evidence, you literally have evidence. Do you want to hold on to it? Not really, but you need the evidence in order to push forward. Otherwise, you're just throwing accusations to the wind. And because of so many people being trolls out there, they'll probably just egg you on, and you'll stupidly take the bait. Now, they say stuff like that out of character. That is its own issue. Again, they could be saying it just to egg you on and to piss you off because you go at them the wrong way. So they're like, well, fuck you. And they're going to go at you right back as a troll. Then you're wasting everyone's time. And they don't give a shit. But that's the problem with second degree. If someone makes Slade, oh, that character is a rapist because he did Tara. It's statutory rape. He's a pedophile. Well, now people can't play Slade because you and your crew keep going after them. You chose Slade. That means you're the pedophile. No, I just want the storyline that's pretty awesome overall. I don't want to execute the actual storyline or with the pedophilic part. I don't want to execute the rape part. I want to do the story itself. It doesn't matter. The character has done it and it's in their past. Just like Poison Ivy. Just like Talia al Ghul. Just like Glenn Quagmire. And you're sitting there going, oh my god. Just want to role play. And I thought the character was cool. What the fuck? But that's the problem with Type 2. Once Taboo Insanity hits, they don't care. Logic goes out the window. And I stated this because you saw the logic initially. When I brought it up, I brought up the fact that if you murder, steal, whatever, they seem fine with it. They're like, hey, that's a whole different thing. Your character can do whatever the fuck you want. And they have no problem. Lil Wayne busting caps in people's ass? No problem. Murder away. But as soon as Lil Wayne says the N-word, well, now we gotta ask questions. Hey, is your writer black? No, they're white. Then you're a racist son of a bitch, and you need to get the fuck out of roleplay. And you're sitting there going like, what? Wait, what? Because that's how they see things. Once Taboo Insanity hits, they revert full on to Type 2. They go right back to first degree. It goes from second degree to first degree. And that is what is the main difference. This is why in the moans, every so often it comes up, hey, I'm playing a villain character. Does anyone else get hate for it? It's not the general community of role players that are going, we hate the character. Oh my god. No, they're going to be trying to give the character proper hatred in character. However, the question comes up because of Type 2 second degree. Because they sit there and go, oh, Slade has done Tara. Tara is underage. Ergo, Slade is a pedophile. Which means the writer of Slade for this roleplay account is a pedophile. And they're going, what? What? Wait, whoa, slow your roll. What? That's what they're talking about. Things like that happening. Because that's how they get harassed. And as I shown in the little comment initially, did you notice how many likes there were? Yeah, that entire clique, and then some are like, we totally agree! If you have a sexual kink, your character has that sexual kink. If your character has that sexual kink, you have that sexual kink. Motherfucker, I had to look up some terms that I run across. Holy shit! Some of y'all are some kinky motherfuckers. I had to look the shit up. Some of it, I had to look up. I literally had to look. You know what? This is on YouTube, and I'm already saying cuss words, and the fucking shit y'all have me look up to find out what the fuck you're talking about would get me kicked off. Let that sink in. But does that mean my character won't do it? My characters are mostly ogres. They don't give a shit. They'll go for it. But the point is, it's not a personal preference for me. I have to look it up. And there's other people that do the same thing. They think the character is just cool in general. They haven't learned any of the lore. They just think the character is cool as shit. Boom, they pick it up. And here comes second degree type 2. You're a rapist in real life because your character's a rapist. I'm sorry, what? That is the level of concern they have. Now that I've covered technically a bone, as well as the type 2 first degree, type 2 second degree bullshit, I feel this video's done. So, I'm Double R. I'm out. I'm back, bitches. Enjoy your roleplay, and if you're not roleplaying, enjoy whatever day you have left. Fuck this noise. What the hell's wrong with type 2? Damn! First video back, and the first thing I have to do is cover something that I've already covered, technically. What the shit?